Hello everyone, welcome to the second lecture of the course Network Analysis and Transmission Lines. In last class we discussed the basic concepts of network and what are the different types of networks and network elements. Okay, today we are going to discuss a new concept called as network topology. So what do you mean by network topology? How can we use this network topology to solve or to analyze the networks? Network topology is a graphical representation of electric circuit. So it is useful for analyzing very complex electronic circuits by converting into network graphs. Means here if we consider any graph, let us assume one network here having some galvanometer and 4 resistors, and this bridge network is connected to one battery V having resistors R1, R2, R3, R4. So this is a given network. Now we have to convert this network into graph by drawing simply straight lines. Wherever the elements represented in the graph, that can be drawn simply with straight lines. So this is the way one can draw the graph for the given network. So the network topology completely deals with these graphs. So that's why simply we can call this network topology is a graph theory. Okay, now let us discuss about the basic terminology involved in this network topology. First definition is graph. Just now I have given simple idea how to draw the graph, but now see in detail how can you define the graph for the given network. It consists of set of nodes connected by branches. A graph is nothing but set of nodes connected by branches. For example, let us take this is one graph for the any given network having 1, 2, 3, 4 nodes and having A, B, C, D, E, F are branches. So set of nodes connected by branches called as a simply graph. So in graph, a node is a common point of 2 or more branches. So these 1, 2, 3, 4 points we can call as a nodes where one or more branches are connected. So a branch is a line segment that connects two nodes. So here we are defining two different definitions, two different terminology, branch and node. Node is nothing but interconnection of the point where one or two or more branches are connected. A branch is nothing but a line segment that connects two nodes. So any electric circuit or network can be converted into its equivalent graph by replacing these elements. Like for the given network, for example, let us assume you have one network having this type of arrangement, having resistors and some current source and some voltage source, let us assume. So in this network, by replacing all the passive elements and the active elements like voltage and current sources with line segments, then we will get the graph. For this we will get the graph by replacing all passive elements with line segments. But there is one condition: while taking the active sources, if you want to replace the voltage source, you have to take the short circuit path. If you want to take the graph for the current source, we have to assume that it can be open source. Means here, while taking the graph for the given network, we have to make sure that the current, if at all any network is having current sources, we have to make sure that that should be represented with open circuit. Any voltage source is there, that can be represented with a short circuit. So if you assume this, if you draw the graph based on those conditions, you will get this type of shape for the given network. Why? Because it can be accessed open circuit, it is short circuit, and these all are comes under one common point. This is called as a reference node. So in this circuit here we can see four nodes, 1 2 3 4, and 6 branches like A B C D E F. So this is the way one can draw very easily graph for the given network. So in this example we can conclude the points like the number of nodes present in a graph will be equal to the number of nodes present in the electric circuit. Next, the number of branches present in the graph will be less than or equal to the number of branches present in electric circuit. Why? Because here this is one branch, current source is showing in network but it's not showing in graph. That's why we are saying that here less than or equal. Okay, next let's see what are the different types of graphs we can use in further lectures. Types of graphs. So here we have the 4 types of graphs. First one is connected graph, and second one is unconnected graph, and third one is directed graph, and fourth one is undirected graph. And we can go further classification of the graphs like planar graph and non-planar graph also. Planar graphs and non-planar graphs. Okay, now let us discuss these graphs one by one. First one is connected graph. What do you mean by connected graph? A graph is said to be connected graph if there exists at least one branch between any of the 2 nodes of a graph. Then we can call that graph as a connected graph. That means just now we have seen one graph. Each node in the connected graph, for example, let us take down this is the graph for the given network. So each node in the connected graph will be having one or more branches but that are connected to it. That means there is no node will be presented as isolated or separated. If at all any node is isolated or separated, that can be called as a unconnected graph. Means a graph is said to be unconnected graph if there exists at least one node in the graph that remains unconnected. For example, if you take this same this type of graph we can call as a unconnected graph. Means here the node is isolated or separated. So that type of graphs we can call as a unconnected graph. Okay, next category is directed graph. What do you mean by directed graph? If all the branches of a graph are represented with arrows, that means that represents some flow of current. If all the branches of a graph represented with a certain arrows, that graph is called as a directed graph. Or we can say that is oriented graph. If at all there is no arrows on this graph, that simply we can call it as a undirected graph or unoriented graph. And next one is planar graph. What do you mean by planar graph? A graph is said to be planar graph if it can be drawn on a plane surface without crossovers. For example, let us assume here I am taking one graph like star and delta combination. So this graph we can call it as a planar graph. The reason is here there is no crossovers. A graph is said to be planar if it can be drawn on a plane surface without crossovers. If at all any crossovers are there, like let us assume the graph having like this type of crossovers, then we can say that is non-planar graphs. But in our subject we totally deals with connected graph, directed graph and planar graphs. Next, let me start some basic definitions what we are going to use in the writing incidence matrix and time series matrix. Let me start with some simple definition. Subgraph. What do you mean by subgraph? What is the need of the subgraph in further lectures? A subgraph is a part of the graph, or a part of a graph is called as a subgraph. Means for the given graph, if you take any part here, this we can call as a subgraph. So we get subgraphs by removing some nodes and some branches of a given graph. So the number of branches and nodes of a subgraph will be always less than that of the original graph. That means we can say this is a subset of the original graph. Okay, next let's see one more important terminology and or definition: tree and cotree. What do you mean by tree? How can you define the tree for the given graph? A tree is a connected subgraph. Here we have to mention very clearly while defining the tree. Subgraph. A tree is a connected subgraph. It should be connected, but it should be subgraph. A tree is a connected subgraph of a given graph which consists all nodes of a graph, but there is no closed loop. These are the conditions if you want to draw the tree for the given graph. It should be subgraph of the original graph, having all nodes, but there is no closed loop. So for example, for this graph, let us assume having 4 nodes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 branches. If you want to draw the graph, if you want to draw the tree for the given graph, we have to take care about these 3 things. First one, it should be subgraph of the original